This is my toilet handle. It's broken and it doesn't flush because the chain that should be connected to this rod is in the bottom of the tank. So I tied some floss to the chain as a short-term solution. We've been flushing with that. But you won't have to worry about that because in this video, I'm gonna show you how I fixed it the right way. The first step is to get a new handle. To do this, if you want an exact OEM replacement, the easiest thing to do is just to try to find the part number. To find the part number, you can look up the model number for your toilet. You'll be able to find numbers either inside of the tank, underneath the lid, even under the bowl, or in all of these places. All of these part numbers may be numbers for those individual parts, like the lid itself, the tank itself, or the bowl itself. The most valuable one here will be the tank number. If you can find the tank part number, you can usually find the handle part number. But it may not be that simple. This is the number inside of my tank, and nothing comes up when I search for it. So I gave the manufacturer a call, and it turns out these four numbers are the numbers I need, and you need to add a 40 to the beginning of it, because why not? So with the new part number, I went ahead and ordered the handle, and when I got it, it looked like a vintage hubcap. So beware, the handle on your toilet now may not be the original handle that came with the toilet. Not feeling the hubcap vibes, I went handle shopping. Here are a few things to know if you're looking for a custom handle that is different than the OEM. The handle mounting location is important. They come in front left-hand mounted, front right-hand mounted, angle mounted, side mounted, and top mounted. This all has to do with making sure the lever has the right geometry to clear the fill valve, the drain valve, and that it reaches a position over the flapper where the chain can be connected and the flapper is actuated properly. The levers can also be made out of multiple materials, mainly metal, which can be bent a little bit if you need to change its geometry to clear components in the tank, and plastic, which you can also heat up and bend, but you may ruin it. There are also some universal handles out there that have joints that can be adjusted to change the geometry so that you don't have to heat it up. The tank wall hole size should be pretty standard though, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. Most handles will fit most holes. Make sure you check the reviews of the handle you pick. There's a wide range of quality. The handle that I chose has a lot of slack in the mounting assembly, which translates to a really floppy handle when it's installed. Not liking either of my handle choices, it's time to accept the hubcap handle style because I like that one better than floppy. So to install it, the first thing to do is turn the supply line off, give it a flush to drain some of the water out of the tank to give yourself some room to work. The next step is to take the lid off of the tank, disconnect the flapper chain or linkage if you still have one that's connected, and then remove the plastic mounting nut inside of the tank. This is reverse threaded, which means it's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty from the perspective of looking at it from inside of the tank. This should only be about hand tight, but if it's really stuck, a pair of V-jaw channel locks is really helpful in getting it off. Once it's loosened up, finish taking the nut off. Again, it's reverse threaded. Slide the nut down the lever to get it off, and then you can pull the lever through the tank wall hole. And the handle is off. Time to install the new one. Take the plastic mounting nut off of the back of the new one. Some handles out there may also have plastic washers or O-rings. Make sure to check this before you take them off and remember the order in which they need to be reinstalled in. With the hardware removed off of the new handle, you can slide the lever through the mounting hole in the side of the tank wall. Slide any plastic washers or O-rings and the plastic mounting nut back onto the lever from inside of the tank. Remember that this nut is reverse threaded, so it'll be lefty-tighty from the perspective of the back of the tank. Tighten it up snug, should only need to be hand tight, as tight as you can get it with your hand. It's a plastic nut and plastic thread, so you don't want to put too much pressure on it, because you could break it or strip it. And the handle's reinstalled. From there, it's time to reconnect the flapper chain and linkage. Adjust the clip on the chain so that there's only about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of slack in the chain when it's connected to the rod. Connect the clip and you can check the chain for slack. Give it a test pull or two. This is important because if the chain is too tight, it will hold the flapper off of the drain valve and that'll create a runny toilet. And if it's too loose, it may not pull the flapper all the way or the chain can get sucked down the drain valve when you flush. If it looks good, turn the supply back on, let the tank fill up, give it a test flush. If you have any issues, adjust the chain until it works. All right, and that's it. Good luck out there. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. If the video was helpful, like and subscribe if you want to see more projects.